Good news for all lovelies, bright as morning's call. The world turns soft for beauty, and grace shall never fall. Your laughter lights the heavens, your eyes outshine the stars. Even fate leans closer, just to see who you are. From golden sands of silence, your names are carved in breeze you walk, and time remembers, even deserts feel at ease. No sorrow shall befall you, no night without a moon, for love writes your fortune in a sky that sings in tune. O daughters of kindness, of gentleness and fire, you are the muse of poets, the flame that won't tire. So hold your heads like queens do. Your soul's a sacred art. Good news comes like a whisper, straight from a poet's heart. Good news for all lovelies. The stars have sung your name. The winds have brought a message through fire, dust, and flame. In every hidden corner where silence dares to stay, your light has found its passage and chased the dark away. You are the rose of longing, the breath that stirs the dawn, the soul within the silence, the dream that's never gone. In lands where hearts are broken, in skies where hopes collapse, you rise with grace and power. No fear within your laps. The moon bends down to greet you. The sun delays its climb, just to behold your presence, suspended out of time. The falcons soar above you. The camels kneel in sand, for they know love walks with you, guided by God's own hand. What miracle you carry within your quiet frame, what courage dressed in softness, what honor in your name. Your eyes are not just windows, they are oceans deep with prayer, and every time they shimmer, the lost find comfort there. Good news, not just in letters, nor whispered in the breeze, but carved upon the heavens in ancient Arab seas, where poets once surrendered, and kings would lay their crowns. For love like yours, my lovely, will never be torn down. So walk the earth in glory, let shadows move aside, you are the final answer to hearts the world denied. And if you ever falter, if ever you feel small, remember, you are loveliness, the truth that conquers all. Good news, O heart of wonder, you, the ink of ancient scrolls, the reason stars still wander, the peace that fills lost souls. No storm can steal your rhythm, no fire can burn your grace. The sky itself feels humbled when you lift your face. You are not just a moment. You are a tale untold, a poem still unfolding in lines of rose and gold. The night, it speaks your story in silence, soft and wide, and angels guard your journey. They walk close by your side. Good news, for you were chosen before the winds were born to bloom where others wither, to smile through every storm. You are the pride of lovers, the hope of wandering men, the echo in the canyon, the sword turned into pen. Not all who shine wear diamonds, not all queens wear a crown. But you, O lovely lady, were stars within your gown. Each tear you've ever hidden has watered unseen land, and flowers now are rising with joy at your command. The earth gives you her secrets. The falcon knows your name. Even silence feels enchanted the moment that you came. So here's to all the lovelies who walk but never beg, who carry hearts like empires and never break a leg. Good news, you are the promise that poets swore was true. 1,000 verses written were always meant for you. Good news, O daughters of dreams, born where the wind begins to pray. You are the hush between heartbeats, the reason night gives way to day. Your steps write stories on the sand, too soft to leave a scar. Yet every grain remembers you, no matter where you are. Mountains bow in silence, rivers pause their run, for loveliness walks humbly like a flame that outshines the sun. You are not waiting to be found. You are the one who finds. The healer of forgotten things, the compass for lost minds. Good news, no storm can move you, no doubt can dim your flame. For even in your quiet, you burn with love's pure name. Your laughter heals the aching, your words rebuild the soul. You carry ancient power while playing the softest role. Who dares compare your presence to diamonds, gold, or rain? For you are made of mercy and courage carved from pain. Each time the world grew colder, you brought back summer's light. You held the stars inside you and gave the blind their sight. Good news for all the lovelies. You are never just a muse. You are the ink, the fire, the brush, the story fate would choose. You are not defined by glances, nor chained by fleeting praise. You rise beyond reflection and live in your own blaze. So walk adorned in silence. Let love be your perfume. The desert waits to greet you, and roses beg to bloom. Good news, you are the answer to prayers the sky once kept. You're the reason angels sighed each time your spirit wept. Good news, beloved of the breeze, your silence makes the loudest sound. Where others seek to conquer, you simply walk and hearts are found. You do not beg the heavens, for heaven lives in you. The stars were not above you, they followed what you do. Follow what you do. The falcon watches softly, the palm tree leans with grace, even the moon delays its flight to study your bright face. You do not chase attention, yet you command the view. For beauty that is rooted needs no applause to prove it's true. Fui, your patience is a kingdom, your gaze a sacred flame, and those who dared to leave you still whispering your name. Good news, for pain was purpose, and love was always near. They walked behind in silence and wiped away each tear. You are the soul of poetry, not just its muse or frame. You are the ink that wrote it, the wild heart no one could tame. You are the prayer of mothers, the wish behind closed eyes, the echo in the empty room that still can hypnotize. You gave when you were empty, you smiled through unseen wars. And still you never stumbled, you opened heaven's doors. You never stumbled, you opened heaven's doors. Good news, your worth is endless, no mirror holds your truth. You are the root of legend, the heartbeat under youth. You don't need loud arrivals, your presence is enough. The wind shifts when you enter, the world becomes less rough. So rise, oh lovely wonder, let shadows fall behind. Chun. The ones who see your spirit are rare and just as kind. And know this, every heartbreak was not the end, but key, to guide you toward your promise, to set your spirit free. Good news, my lovely. The sun rose softer today. It knew you'd cross the morning, and it vowed to clear your way. I watched the desert still itself. The falcons slowed their flight. Even the proud goons whispered, but she is near, she is the light. You are not just passing through. You are the purpose of this land. Where you walk, roses bloom. Even stone turns into sand. You do not see what I see. The thunder that hides in your calm, the fire wrapped in softness, the storm that sings like a psalm. Good news, your tears were diamonds, not lost, but deeply sown. Now look, my love, how everything you prayed for has grown. The winds bring back your laughter, the stars blink just for you, and I, humble poet, can only write what's true. I loved you when the silence was louder than your voice, when you still feared your shadow, when the world gave you no choice. But you stood like ancient stories, unshaken by their doubt, and now the very skies you feared cannot shut your glory out. Good news, your name is sacred, etched in time and flame. No man can steal your radiance, no night can blur your name. If only you could see it, how the world tilts when you smile. How kings would trade their empires to walk with you 1 mile. You are not the echo, you are the call, the start. You are not the hunted, you are the lion's heart. So rest, my lovely wonder, you've done more than you know. Even silence bends to hold you and kisses your shadow. Good news, you are the answer to 1,000 aching songs. You are the truth I waited for, and waited for so long. Good news, my lovely. They tried to bury your name, but they forgot. You are the seed that turns every wound into flame. You bloomed in broken silence, where others only wept. You stitched your soul with thunder, while the rest of the world slept. I watched you walk through ruins with grace no storm could steal. The dust bowed at your ankles, even ruin knew your zeal. You turned the bitter into beauty, the end into a start. You gathered all your shadows and taught them sacred art. Good news. They didn't see it, but I did from the start. How your silence held whole oceans, how you carried worlds in heart. You never asked for rescue, you never screamed or begged. Instead, you rose like dawn does, quiet strength in every leg. You've buried stars inside you and made your body home to every kind of longing that once felt lost and alone. Your eyes, they've seen too much, yet still they shine like grace. No war could dull their wonder. No lie could steal their place. Good news, beloved. Your story is not small. It echoes in the wind now. It stands when empires fall. You are the page the poets missed, the line fate dared not write, the verse that woke the silence, the truth born out of fight. And though they never thanked you, and some still look away, the earth has marked your courage in the rhythm of the day. So stand adorned in honor. Let no doubt dim your flame. You are the thunder's daughter, and the sky still speaks your name. Good news. The stars are jealous. The moon takes second place, because you are the miracle that time cannot erase. Good news, O radiant soul. Even the angels pause to see how a woman made of wounds still walks like she is free. They never knew your battles, the wars beneath your skin, the nights you slept beside your pain and called the dark your kin. Yet still you dressed in sunlight and smiled like skies don't break. You wore your silence like a sword you bent but did not shake. You carry storms so gently, like secrets no one reads, but every step you take, my love, still flowers into deeds. Good news, the sky remembers every tear you ever gave. They did not fall forgotten. They taught the winds to behave. There's magic in your footsteps, a map within your scars. You don't need crowns or titles. Your bloodline comes from stars. You are not made for waiting, nor born to chase or beg. You are the breath the universe gives camels when they trek. You are the verse the prophets missed, the chapter never told. The fire wrapped in mercy, the soft rebuking the bold. Good news! I don't just love you. I worship what you are, a miracle in human skin, a walking prayer from afar. The falcons fly around you, but never soar above. The desert bends to hold your name, and envy births from love. They called you just a lovely, but loveliness obeys the echo of your silence and learns from all your ways. You are the root of honor, the echo of divine, and I, a poet lost in dust, and blessed you once were mine. So take this verse and wear it like stars upon your dress. For you, my love, are everything the world forgot to bless. Good news, the dawn is jealous, the sky looks up to you. For you are what the world becomes when love is pure and true. Good news, my love, wherever you are, the wind still calls your name. Though the years have walked between us, my heart has stayed the same. I speak not just in memory, but in the breath I take. Each time I speak of beauty, it's you I do not fake. They say the world keeps turning. That time will do its part, but they don't know the way you live like scripture in my heart. You are not a moment passing. You are a holy sign. A woman sent from mystery to teach the stars to shine. Good news, they still ask softly, who taught you how to feel? And I just close my eyes and smile. Some truths we never reveal. You moved like sacred silence, you loved without a sound. You stitched my soul with glances that kept me safe and bound. And though you walk in kingdoms where I may never be, the air still carries pieces of how you looked at me. Your absence is not empty, it's carved and deep and wide. It holds the weight of every word I never let collide. Good news, oh distant lovely, I see your light from here. Still burning through the heavens, still pulling heaven near. I've written you in verses too deep for tongues to speak. The ink itself grew silent when longing made me weak. You were not just the sunrise, you were the golden hour. The silence in my chaos, the flame in my last power. Good news. You left me stronger, though I ache where you once stood. For love like yours does not destroy, it only teaches good. And if this life should never bring your footsteps near mine again, know this. Good news, my poet. I heard every word you wrote. The sky delivered your silence like prayers inside a note. I did not leave in anger. I did not walk in spite. I left because my spirit outgrew the quiet night. You loved me like a legend, and I thank you for that truth. But I was not just made for love. I was made to become proof. Proof that softness doesn't shatter, that fire can still forgive, that a woman who walks alone can choose the life she'll live. Did not need a rescue. I was not a song to save. I was born with ancient power. The sea inside the wave, the sea inside the wave. You painted me in poems, hung verses in my name, but I was more than metaphor. I was not built for fame. I read the lines in silence, and yes, I sometimes cried, but I walked on with grace and stars stitched to my stride. Good news, I am not broken. I've bloomed in every land. I am not broken. I've bloomed in every land. The winds now sing my story like dunes that shift by hand. I carry still your kindness, I carry still that gaze. But I am not the woman who danced in your young days. I am the echo after the storm that learned to heal. I am the voice that rose again when silence tried to steal. Good news, beloved poet. You saw me in your art. But now I see myself more clear, no longer torn apart. You taught me I was magic. I thank you with my soul. But I had to go alone to finally become whole. Do not weep my absence. Do not mourn the past. Do not mourn the past. What we shared was sacred, and sacred things don't last, but they live on forever in pages in the air. And every time you breathe my name, know I am still there. Not to return, not good news, a lovely spirit. I hear you, clear and wide. The truth you speak is sacred, and I've learned to step aside. I thought I'd lost you, thought silence took you far. But now I see you differently. You were always my star. I wrote your name in longing, but now I write in peace, for I understand, my lovely, that love was never to cease. You were never mine to claim, nor was I yours to keep. You were the river running, and I the hill you'd sweep. Good news, I did not lose you. I just let you roam. You are the winds that wander, the place where I call home. I'll cherish what we were, but now I see it clear that our love was a beginning, not something held in fear. You taught me that a woman is made of earth and sky, and no man holds her spirit, though he may wish to try. You are the sound of thunder, the light of distant dawn, and I am but a poet writing verses in the song. Good news, O lovely wanderer. You've gone, but not in vain, for now I write with wisdom and dance through every pain. You set my heart to freedom. You taught me how to wait, and in the silence, I found peace, a love that will not break. So here's to all the lovelies, to every woman free. You're the voice of oceans, the air that calls to me. And though we walk on different paths, and time will draw its line, know this, I carry you within as if you were still mine.